Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Jackson Gage, and this is my channel about being a now 40-year-old, starting my jiu-jitsu journey, or going through it. I'm 8 months in, and I'm just going to give a quick review of two things that have stood out to me, and maybe something else will pop up. But yeah, check it out. Okay, so number one, and I think I've talked about this in other videos, but this is something I've found very important and vital to a fucking white belt like myself, to your journey. And a lot of white belts know this, and a lot don't, because you can see that they don't. And that is the fucking importance of letting go of the outcome, right? This has taken me almost 8 months. I understood it at the beginning because somebody told me, but I couldn't. It's really hard to go in as a beginner and let yourself lose, because through life we're always taught to win. At least me, I mean, most people, right? You don't want to let somebody beat you up, right? And also, as men, a lot of time we have big egos, and so we want that guy, our buddy who we train with, to know that we're the fucking dominant one. And but that's not how it works, and that's not how you get better. You can't go crazy on everybody. You can't, someone gets mount who's smaller than you. You can't just use, and I was doing this shit like this, but you can't just use all of your fucking built up, pent up energy from resting in bottom position, and all of your strength to throw the guy who's smaller than you off, who's worked his way there with technique, because you're not learning anything and you're not proving anything, right? What I experienced, from the beginning is, and also, it's hard to really go in and roll hard when you have zero technique, right? So what I've seen is, as you add technique, you can slow down your rolls a little bit because you have things to work on. If you have nothing to work on, all you're trying to do is stay alive, and that's fight or flight, right? So you're in a fight, you're going to do everything you can to stay alive in the beginning. But then you start realizing that, okay, for example, my guard sucks. My fucking guard retention sucks a lot of the time. And I have no preference in guard because I don't know which one I'm good at yet. So I just barely started trying to work on my closed guard. Just get closed guard and work on maintaining the closed guard, right? Fuck everything else at the moment. Just every roll, try to get that closed guard. And if I can get it, maybe I can start working on a sweep, that I feel comfortable with. But for me to do that, I have to give up top position where I'm very comfortable at, right? I gotta get on the bottom, and to strengthen my guard. First, what has to happen is that motherfucker has to get passed over and over and over and over and over again, so you can figure out what works and what doesn't. You're never gonna figure that shit out if you're always fucking wrestling on top of some guy and smashing him. How are you gonna learn where's your guard technique gonna be if that's all you do? And again, I'm just a fucking rookie white belt. I've seen a few things in life, but these are my observations. And so you got to let yourself get down there on the bottom and try to get the fucking closed guard and get in the half guard. My half guard sucks. I get somebody in half guard, I'm like, oh fuck, I'm looking Bernardo Feria, fucking got him in half guard, and they just smash my goddamn leg down, get around, and then I'm on the bottom. Then I'm in side control getting smashed, trying to figure out how to get out of that, which I haven't figured out yet, and without using a bunch of fucking strength. So but every time, okay, my leg got smashed. So what do I do after I get smashed and the guy goes around me? After we roll, I ask him, hey man, how'd you go around me so easy? Or what do you think I could have done to stop you from going around me? And most of the time, 100% of the time, your partner is going to fucking explain to you what you're asking, and that's how you learn. You wouldn't learn if you didn't put yourself in that position. So that was kind of a long-winded way around saying, again, you have to let go. It's just like, it's a metaphor for life, man. Everything in your life, right? To succeed at jiu-jitsu, especially in the beginning, you have to let go of the fucking outcome. Actually, at any time, right? Well, as far as being a fucking 8-month white belt, well, I don't know shit. This is all I do know, is that you have to let go. Like anything else in life, if you let go, you'll feel better. That's how you succeed in life. That's how you find happiness, right? Hanging on to things and always fucking worrying about the outcome is, you're never going to advance. And for me, Like, I'm fucking addicted to this shit. I'm obsessed with getting better. I don't want to get my ass whooped. I get my ass whooped, and I see, and then you get these little victories where you get a sweep or something. You're like, oh, fuck, something worked. Thank you, heavens, right? Thanks to God. Oh, fucking praise be to Allah in this motherfucker. I did a goddamn sweep, and I ended up on top. That's how I feel. I get one goddamn sweep, But then I go home, and I'm thinking about this all the time. I want to get better. Let's get better. How do I fucking get better? And the answer to that question, one of the answers to that question is, well, fucking train, right? And roll. And don't be scared to roll with certain people unless you know they're going to hurt you. But, train a lot and put yourself in bad positions, whatever you're weak at. If your guard sucks, fucking work on your guard. Let the guy pass you. It's okay to get beat, right? You're a white belt. You're expected to get your ass whooped, right? And if you're not, you don't think your coach sees you over, I watch some of the younger guys in my gym, like ex-wrestlers and shit, and never in bottom position. They're just smashing the shit out of all these other white belts because they're wrestlers, right? Well, and then you got the white belts who, you can just see the difference in the ego. You got the white belts who are okay with getting smashed. And I'm even in 8 months, I'm watching the guys who don't mind getting smashed. Their fucking technique just keeps rising. Boom, 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 boom. And then you got the kid who fucking has to be on top and smash every goddamn roll. And pretty soon, the kid who likes getting smashed is figuring out how to beat the guy who's always got to fucking smash him, right? So who wins on that one? The guy who's working on his technique over and over, right? So anyhow, my advice to you is just get in there and get smashed, man. Get in there and fucking work on whatever you need to work on, okay? So that's my white belt advice. That's what I'm learning the hard way. I'm also learning, number 2, this is another thing I'm learning. So I just said this, but as far as the physical aspect, I was hating getting fucking smashed, man. I was hating it for a while. But as you start to relax and, kind of just accept it and know this is part of the process and breathe, it's not so bad. You start getting used to it. You start getting used to getting your ass whooped, And then since you're relaxed now, while you're getting smashed, you can start thinking, okay, how am I going to leverage this? How am I going to get this motherfucker off of me? You can start thinking about it instead of just fucking going crazy, losing all your energy and laying there for 4 minutes or the rest of the round or whatever. So that's the other thing, right? The physical part, you get used to it if you allow it. And, over and over and practice getting good at it. And the third part is, what I've experienced is there's fucking constant ups and downs in jiu-jitsu, right? For me. And I'm sure, there's other people that feel this way. One day, I'll go into class, my fucking energy's on point, I don't get tired, I'm able to do a bunch of fucking rounds. Well, for me, who's barely getting a gas tank, I can do like fucking 4 or 5 rounds, 5 or 6 minute rounds. Again, that's just a lot for me. I'm not a fucking competitor or whatever, but 4 or 5 6 minute rounds is, you go in there, you fucking doing good, you're hitting your moves that you've been working on or whatever, everything's going smooth, you're feeling very confident. You walk out of that motherfucker feeling like $1 million, posting shit on my story, fucking just pumped for the day, right? Feeling good. And then go the next day and nothing fucking works. You get smashed, or you might get smashed more than you've ever been. You might get bent in half into some type of pretzel. You've never fucking been bent in half like that before. You can't breathe and you're squished and you can't get away, or you get toyed with by somebody, who's not even fucking breathing hard. He's looking over here smiling at his buddy and you're getting your ass whooped by him, well, that happens anytime I roll with like a purple belt. But yeah, man. And then the next day you go and you're fucking back on again. You're not getting tired. You have energy. You're hitting a move here and there, and just don't get down on yourself if you fucking suck, because anybody starting jiu-jitsu sucks. And that's just one of my, there's a 4th stripe blue belt who's kind of like one of my mentors, my training partner, great dude. And he's constantly saying to himself, man, I got to get better. I can get better, man. I'm still so much to learn. I got to get better, And that's the mentality to have, right? Like, it's okay to be shitty, and it's okay to always want to get better, because that's how you're going to get better, right? And there's ups and you embrace it, and there's downs, and you give thanks for it, because you can come back stronger when you're coming back from a down, right? Because you're going to think about, fuck, why did I have such a bad time today? Did I not eat good last night? Did I not hydrate correctly? Did I not take my supplements? Did I not get enough sleep? Is there other shit going on in my life? You know, and then you start thinking about the technical aspect of it. Could I have done this? Could I have turned this way? Could I have shrimped out of that? Could I have prevented him from fucking passing my guard? Whatever. But the downs are going to make you really think about that shit, right? So the downs are necessary. So when you come out of there feeling like, kind of like, fuck, I suck, that's good. Think of how to get better, think of how to get better. So anyhow, learn to let go and always be fucking thinking how to get better, and don't worry about the ups and downs, because they're going to come. Enjoy all of it. It's a fucking, so far it's a hell of a ride for me, man. I love it. So that's my 8-month review. I hope it's useful to you. Obviously, if you're a new white belt, you're thinking about starting jiu-jitsu, man, subscribe to this channel. Turn on the notifications, because I'm making this content just for you. Anybody who is not quite to 8 months but has some questions, or wants someone who they can relate with, or whatever it is, ask your question. I'll answer it for you. I'm just here to bring some value, man, because I'm very passionate about this jiu-jitsu already, man. I think jiu-jitsu really has the ability to transform someone's life, man, and it's a personal development on steroids, man. And that's what I've said since the beginning. And it's really doing great things for my life, and I'd like to help other people. Encourage you to get in if you're thinking about it, because it'll do great things for your life. You'll feel better, and we can go over all that. Just ask questions. My name's Jackson Gage. Follow me on Instagram at The Increase Life, and we shall reconvene. Peace and love to you, man. Keep on training, train hard, and embrace it.